Ron Parker.
Hey, I'm Jason. This is Randy. Welcome to Cheap Seats, the show that takes a look at not just the old games, because today we're going to be watching the 1997 Scripps-Howard National Spelling Bee. And we love the bee because, quite frankly, we love kids. Their inquisitive nature, their innocence, their undying love of rap music. They're our country's greatest natural resource, next to oil and wheat. And these kids are particularly amazing because at age 10, they're smarter than we'll ever be. Yeah, throughout this entire spelling bee, Jason and I could only spell 5 words correctly, and 2 of them were spelling and bee. So, without further ado, as the kids on the street say, let's bee it up, y'all! Wait, what's that spell? Abagaznabagasnab. Look, it's the Shinel Elling Bee. Less than a minute in, and they've already misspelled 2 words.
National Spelling Bee. Several weeks ago in local competition.
Do they really need the security ropes? I mean, are people constantly rushing the stage?
245 made it. Now it's down to 35. One of them will be crowned the national champion in just a couple of hours. I'm Steve Cyphers. Hello again, and thanks for joining us.
I love Katie Kerwin. I like Matt Lauer better.
Katie's witnessed just about a dozen of these competitions. The first in 1979 when Katie won it on the word maculature. Katie, you know better than anyone. What does it take to win this thing?
Well, you know, like Tiger Woods or Kerry Strug, the 245 champions who make it here work long and hard to get to Washington.
I don't know if I'd compare spellers to athletes. Yeah. I don't know if I'd compare Kerry Strug to Tiger Woods. I mean, yes, they're both athletes, but there are levels, folks. It was as if she said, you know, champions like Derek Jeter and Kurt Rambis, or great ones like Wayne Gretzky and Yannick Noah, legends like Muhammad Ali and Harold Miner, you know, some of the greatest of all time.
Some of them actually have coaches. Others spend hours every day studying on the internet.
Yes, studying on the internet with an old sock and the door closed.
They're actually little word detectives who can break the words apart.
And what kind of clues do they look for if they're detectives?
Lipstick on daddy's collar, strange credit card charges.
They do. They can ask for alternate pronunciations. They can ask for the definition of the word, the language derivation.
Okay, Katie, language derivation isn't up there. Somebody's lying. Rand, actually, etymology is language derivation. I know what it is.
You can go through that process at home. Get ready for 2 hours of outstanding competition. If you like competition in sport,
we don't.
This is for you. You know, Mike Singletary, the football player with that look of intensity.
Singletary. Nice current reference, Steve. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say Gary Fensick.
Kids, when it comes to spelling these words.
I hate this. Yeah, I want to be outside with my real friends. Ah, who am I kidding?
This is Vikas Thandapoo.
Standapoo. Spell that, bitch. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of Standapoo in this competition. Or not.
Is D-V-A-N-D-V-A.
Placards courtesy of Flava Flav. You have nothing to be ashamed of. We will need that white shirt back, though.
Being taken off to the comfort room.
Comfort room. Now, I've heard some interesting things about the comfort room. Well, why don't we go to our comfort room cam and find out? All right.
It's okay, kid. Spelly the Bee says not everybody can be a winner. Somebody's got to be a loser. And that just happens to be you.
I suppose that's kind of comforting. Let's get back to the bee.
A person skilled in table talk is a dipnosophist. This is Greek.
It's one of the questions you said they'll ask throughout the
afternoon.
afternoon.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No, just the one.
Giovanni's father is a doctor. He said he was more nervous for his medical boards.
Okay, Steve, stop talking. She's about to spell.
I-P-N-O-S-O-P-H-I-S-T. Dipnosophist.
Correct.
Okay, hold on a second. Freeze it. Were the people who designed these shirts, did they know that this was a competition for kids? Because it looks like they were designing golf shirts for George Murasan.
It's not unlike the NCAA basketball tournament, surviving it.
Oh, thank God I don't have to sleep in the garage tonight. Hey, it's the Simpsons comic book guy as a kid.
Baedeker. Baedeker.
Baedeker?
Baedeker. Baedeker. This is a guidebook or handbook.
What's the language of origin?
He sounds like Sherman from Rocky and Bullwinkle. Mr. Peabody, let's go to the Wayback Machine and find the language of origin.
By the time his Italian vacation was over,
I wonder what Alex Cameron did before he was a spelling bee pronouncer. Actually, a lot of people don't know this, but he was the announcer for the Chicago Bulls pre-Ray Clay. Really? Mm-hmm. That just didn't work out? Mm-mm. And now, starting at center for your Chicago Bulls, 6'11" from DePaul University, Dave Corzine. Corzine from the Latin meaning slow white role player. Corzine.
Baedeker is B-A-E-D-E-K-E-R.
Tough break. Some of the toughest words are these
Worst
ones.
word ever. I haven't felt so violated since they gave Superman a
Some
mullet.
of these kids, if they can spell their name, they deserve a right to be here. There are some difficult spellings for the names.
Gegenschein.
Gegenschein?
Gegenschein, right.
Can I have a definition?
This is a faint, elliptical, nebulous light about 20 degrees across on the ecliptic and opposite the sun.
Oh, Gegenschein. Oh, yeah. A faint elliptical nebulous light about 20 degrees across the ecliptic and opposite the sun. I thought you said Gabenschein. Yeah, Gabenschein's not a word, dude.
German.
Gegenschein. G-A-G-E-N-S-H-E-I-N. Gegenschein.
Gegenschein is G-E-G-E-N-S-C-H-E-I-N.
I'm sorry, but we're going to have to put you to sleep permanently. Ugh, that bell is so horrible. It is unapologetic, it is unforgiving, it is unrelenting, and it is not unhumiliating. It's like having some guy standing next to you going, "You got it wrong, dummy, way to go, dummy, you're a dummy, dummy." Okay, hey. I disagree. I think not only is the bell good for the bee, I think it should be used in real life situations. Explain. I will.
Yes, my Atlanta Hawks season tickets.
Mom, Dad, instead of law school, I'm going to follow Whitesnake around the country for a year.
Portland selects Sam Bowie.
Wow, I see your point, Rand. Thanks, Jay. Now, before we go to commercial, I want to try something here. Let's roll in that clip from Sinbad's new comedy special. I guess not. All right. During the break, I'm going to go upstairs and ask out that new receptionist. What? I thought she was into me. So what if she's married to Ken Shamrock? Ooh. Nice try, Rand. Sorry, enjoy the comfort room. We'll see you guys after the break. Hey, welcome back to Cheap Seats and the National Spelling Bee from 1997. Before we take you back to the Hive, it's time to drop a little knowledge on you. Yeah, Steve Cyphers, who spent 12 years at ESPN, was himself a decorated speller. That's right, Randy. As a youngster, he was a Colorado State finalist. And I'm sure he's played that card with the ladies a time or two since then.
Hey, baby, you know there's more than one way to spell. Satisfaction.
And 245 future 30-year-old virgins.
I wouldn't really call it studying. I just call it looking through the dictionary for words I've never seen before.
Cheater.
Well, at home we have a computer, and we have CD-ROMs for our computer, like dictionary CD-ROMs.
Look at me, I have a computer because we're middle class. We have CD-ROM.
Like, I'm not looking. My dad's having them typed in, and I spell it for him.
Spell those words. Spell them right. Spell those words. Hot tonight. Steve, can you just say something? Well, fine. Katie, you just say something. Make it smart.
Welcome back to Washington. We're here at the National Spelling Bee.
Or say that.
Speller number 13.
Hey, it's Spelling Biff Henderson. Does he ever take those things off? Here's my question. They've got 6 judges, and I think all you need is a guy with Microsoft Word and spell check.
And then down at the far end is the auxiliary judge, and down at the far left end is Linda Picard-Wood.
It's an adjective that means living in marshy
And
places.
this is Dr. Alex Cameron, pronounced
Hello,
for
Bias.
17 years.
Hello, BS.
Hello, Bias. Orange County. Night on the OC, Shivani tutors Ryan and learns how to spell love.
Sentence, please.
Bitterns.
County. Tonight on the